My God word. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Let me go through a little bit of my post today because it's just wild. It's like people are saying they're from here, they're not from here. I don't know, because they're talking about, well, we're gonna go protect this location, that location, this location, that location. Okay, so let me let you guys know what the fuck I'm fucking talking about. Okay. Trump says he's gonna make, or has made this morning, burning flags is now illegal and you will be sent to jail for 1 year with no negotiations. You will not be held to a jury trial. You will not be able to be on home monitoring system. Okay? It's fucking retard, dude. So I said, according to the USA flag code, if a USA flag touches the ground, then it is to be burned. Okay, and I posted the link to this dumb motherfucker talking about it's illegal. The USA flag is to always be flown above any other flag. And if it rains, it is supposed to be taken down until it stops raining. I leave mine up all the time because my flag can handle any weather. All right, now let's go. I located the flag code. We can look through this. So blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. It must never touch anything beneath it, such as the ground, floor, or water. Okay? Wow, okay, so, and then there's proper ways of, if it does touch the ground, since it's never supposed to touch the ground, if it touches the ground, you're supposed to get rid of it. So I added Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, Nancy Pelosi, Bernie Sanders, and Robert Kennedy Jr. And I said, stick to the code, USA flag code. Burning is clearly, or according to USA flag code, burning is clearly a respectful way of disposing a ground flag. I'm beginning to wonder if you're from here. Okay? And then here's the evidence. To properly dispose of a ground flag, according to the USA flag code, it must be destroyed in a dignified manner, such as burning or burial in a wooden box. Okay, and then we go to burning. Burning is the preferred method. The flag should be burned in a safe, controlled environment, and all remnants of the flag should be fully consumed by the fire. The ashes from the fire can then be buried. Wow. Okay. Then I said, enjoy your yellow cake, you fucking dumb motherfuckers. And there's other ways of getting rid of the flag. Fold the flag into ceremonial trial. Place the folded flag into dignified wooden box. Bury the box a few feet in the ground. Pause for a moment of silence or say a few respectful words while burying the box. And I said, so you think the California fires are from flag burners or the fucking high voltage overhead wiring traversing the national forest? So how much does 1 year in cage location cost me, as opposed to the power lines being laid underground? And I heard in that same press briefing, he goes, laying asphalt, he can lay asphalt across the entire USA. It's only going to cost him $2. It's only going to cost him $2. And he has, they want to tear up the road, let it sit around for a bit, then they lay the road, then the road settles. Now we got to repair the road. And he says, well, with his technique, that's not going to happen. With his technique, it's only going to, and not only is that not going to happen, but it's only going to cost him $2. One $2 bill. Just one single $2 bill to repair the asphalt across the USA. Well, what needs to be, what's interest from the fucking road? A fucking high voltage electrical power line. All right? Inches from the road. And I said, every time the power goes out here, it's another drunk fucking crackhead fucking Bethlehem that ran into an inches from the road high voltage electrical power pole after being chased by the local government for DUI. You know what I'm saying? And I said, well, just tell your government official the government is neglecting you. You know what I'm saying? Just go tell your government official the government's neglecting you. It's so simple, you guys. Fun coupons. Let's burn those instead. Welcome back to fucking reality, fucking dumb motherfuckers. Free Palestine, murder Nazi Israel, murder the Nazi Ukraine, murder the fucking Nazi militia. Remember, hydrogen plus oxygen is water. Carbon plus oxygen is heavier than just oxygen. Trees breathe carbon dioxide, and the clouds block the sun to start the first ice age. You fucking dumb motherfuckers! You know what I'm saying? Let me read through that again, because I know you fucking global warming, climate change motherfuckers, even from fucking Canada or fucking anywhere on the fucking planet talking about, oh, global warming, global climate change. Let me read that again. Free Palestine. And then I said, murder Nazi Israel, murder Nazi Ukraine, murder the fucking Nazi militia. And then under that I go, remember, hydrogen plus oxygen is water. Carbon plus oxygen is heavier than just oxygen. Which means, so what's on the ground, you guys? Let's look around. Well, I'm seeing trees. I'm seeing a bunch of fucking trees around me. I'm in the national forest though, so I don't know. Are there trees out in Sacramento? I don't know. So okay, so and carbon plus oxygen is heavier than just oxygen. Trees breathe carbon dioxide, and the clouds block the sun to start the first ice age. So what the fuck is going on here? What is it? You know what I'm saying, you fucking dumb motherfuckers? And then I added Caroline Levitt. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Wyoming. Shout out to Goon Squad. Shout out to Goon Squad. Shout out to stealing motherfuckers pumps off their fucking cabin fucking property out here in California. Shout out, you know what I'm saying? Your family's just such a fucking stand-up fucking family, you fucking cunt. Fucking dumb motherfucker. I said, to the press secretary, if you could have got to speaking about something fucking relevant, then I would have let you know. But thanks for letting Trump look like a fucking dumbass. Let's keep the BB numbers up and Zelensky numbers up for their next election. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep talking both those locations up. Who gives a fuck about, you know, the USA flag code? Fuck the fucking right to the USA military. Fuck the USA flag code. To the Army, to the Navy, to the Marines, to the Air Force, the Space Force. Fuck the fucking USA fucking flag code. You know? So that's why I added each of those, and I said, so who do you think the president actually is? With all that being said, the actual commander, the actual fucking chief. And I said, if you want to prevail, you have to slaughter, okay? The USA Union remains in a state of war. And then I posted a drum corps that you go and fucking find for yourselves. To everyone mentioned and beyond, pineapple will help with bruising, because I know you're all fucking caught up on his tiny fucking bruise on his knuckle. Did he do one of these? You know what I'm saying? Oh, did Trump do one of those? Pineapple will help heal bruising. This is why pizza belongs under pineapple. It helps with the under eye and prevention thereof. Eat/drink pineapple. Okay, and then now nobody needs injections. You know what I'm saying? How Corinna Kopp was injecting her fucking under eye fucking bruising from Tifu's fucking swings to her dome. You know what I'm saying? With his cock, I guess. Now nobody needs injections. Just eat pineapple. And honey actually helps protect the immune system. So get diversified on honey. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get from this location, that location, you're going to be immune to allergies all over the place. And guess what? The world spins. We got airstreams. It's crazy, guys. Taste up with nuggets. I'm talking about honey. Peanut butter on toast with cinnamon sugar. Sugar converts into energy in 1 step. Fat requires 3 steps. So walking burns fat. Okay? If you're doing something fucking high combustion, fucking throwing a punch, you're going to want sugar. If you're running, you're going to want sugar. Sprinting, actually. Calorie is a measurement of heat. Heat is energy. High calorie means low weight to carry on the battlefield. Look at the calorie content in green beans, but the weight of green beans is 1 pound, okay? So do I want to be carrying 1 pound with me and it only has 50 calories of heat to provide for my, you know what I'm saying? It's an oxymoron. It's not for certain situations. It's for obese, morbidly fucking obese fucking Mexican motherfuckers. That's who should be downing those fucking green beans. A donut is so light though. A donut is just so light, and ice cream is so thin. Same with alcohol. Alcohol is thinner than water, and it also bonds to nutrients. So if something is thinner, you're normally consuming water. Something's thinner, it bonds to nutrients. So that means that thinner thing is gonna flow through those tunnels, those veins, those arteries faster. Oh man, it's also, doesn't it kill germs? Has anyone noticed me sick lately? Anybody notice me sick?
Figure out what's best for you. And yeah, it might involve a screen detox. Visit betterhelp.com/pressplay.
So with that being said, we're moving forward with Venezuela, taking out these fucking Tren de Aragua, gang members on fucking Tren de Aragua, Venezuela. And I'm not sure if they're getting me in a fucking argument with fucking Mexico, if they're getting me in a fucking argument with fucking China, you know what I'm saying? Or a crocodile out in fucking Russia, whole bunch of motherfuckers that, you know what I'm saying? It's potentially this location that's been causing that motherfucking bullshit. You've been torturing Mexicans, you know what I'm saying? You've been running motherfuckers up here, trying to invade that portion of the fucking continent, motherfucker. Fucking headphone motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, Venezuela borders the Amazon jungle. And guess where I want to explore? Because what's in the Amazon jungle? Millions of unidentified species. Millions of unidentified species. It's only been 5% explored. It's 95% unexplored. And that's, I mean, there's multiple layers. There's also an underground caves. So I've recently found big ass fucking either pythons or boa constrictors out there, and they're just fucking huge. But there's apparently a bipedal reptilian species. There's also a primate species that resembles an early human. Okay, so I don't know if that means Bigfoot, Gigantopithecus, caveman. I don't know what that means, but that's what I've discovered prior to the military being sent out. So now they're being sent out. I believe they're going to be arriving soon. And I mean, it's going to be an easy dub because they have, I think, what I looked at on the videos, they have 4,000. They have like 4,000, 40,000 military members. I can't remember the exact number, but they're saying, oh, we're going to send out 4.5 million. 4.5 million. Well, now they have people signing up, including these fat fucking obese motherfuckers, cunts, you know what I'm saying, signing up. What's she gonna do? Cook up some fucking food? Donate some fucking blood? Talking about this bitch is gonna be a soldier, you know what I'm saying? This butterball bitch. Fucking beanbag fucking bitch. So, we're trying to eliminate the fucking wetback phenomena here. I'm tired of these fucking wetbacks coming across that fucking Rio Grande, you know what I'm saying, armed with chemical weapon, converting China's product into a fucking chemical fucking weapon. You know what I'm saying? Getting us in a fucking argument with fucking China when here it is, though, and possibly even Mexico, when here the whole fucking time it's been these goddamn motherfucking Venezuelan motherfuckers. Who's even heard of that country? I haven't heard of that country, so, you know what I'm saying? This is just really great to figure out because I just wasn't aware that these countries were so developed. When you look at the country, it's actually mostly lush with vegetation. So it's got these populated areas, but for the most part, it's lush with vegetation. It's gonna be an easy fucking dub. The military that they're claiming is untrained military members literally signing up now. I know China is occupied with Taiwan and various other things and having those fires go down in their own country. There's a bunch going on, you know what I'm saying? People are doing their own thing right now. And these fucking dumb motherfucking Venezuelans kept fucking hitting that motherfucking chemical fucking weapon. Coming up here with metal projectile weapon, raping motherfuckers in the northern part of the continent. I guess they're attracted to that low melanin production, you know what I'm saying? They want to rape fucking white to fucking death. You know what I'm saying? Then get her hooked on meth. Then she can't have a baby. Then she just got raped to death. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they save the baby though. So this fucking Venezuelan fucking gang member now has a fucking offspring up here in the motherfucking USA. Oh, this offspring, you know, it's born in the USA, so it's a USA citizen civilian according to Nancy Pelosi and Bernie Sanders. Well, who's gonna take care of this? Oh, well, let's let this fucking rape to death motherfucker, because you fucking dumb fucking Texas motherfuckers can't get your fucking mind back to fucking reality. You're so focused on fucking Bethlehem. Fucking Confederate motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You see how you're all in on this fucking shit? See how, and Alex Jones, you know what I'm saying? What did you get in trouble for? Speaking? You got in trouble for speaking? When did that occur? Was that during the Biden administration? Or, you know what I'm saying? Because burning a flag, that feels like speaking to me. I mean, I could say I'm respecting the flag, so let me burn it. Why do I have to verbally tell people that I'm respecting the flag? You know what I'm saying? You think he's down with you? You really think he's down with you? You think I'm down with you? So to the military, who the fuck do you think the actual fucking president is up in this motherfucker? This motherfucker doesn't even know the fucking USA flag code. Doesn't know my city. Doesn't know the city of where the gold came from that's in Fort fucking Box. You know what I'm saying? But he's talking about Israel. He's talking about Nazi fucking Ukraine. Let's go get rare earth minerals from here and fucking there. You know what I'm saying? 2/3 of California is on fucking fire. Heat rises, dirt rises, dust rises. Well, what's in California dirt? Asbestos, which causes cancer, leads to cancer. That's the second leading cause of death in the USA. All right. So what do you guys think? Do you think 0% tax on tips is enough? How does that affect me? How does that affect my motherfucking life? What about Herman Cain's fucking 999? I'm talking about 000. But I mean, stepping stones. Because these billionaire motherfuckers are so fucking dumb. They found a way to tax themselves. They call it inflation. They found a way to make their money just disappear. They call it inflation. So we gotta walk these fucking Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, fucking Mark Zuckerberg's, Jew motherfucker, African motherfuckers into 0%. So we gotta start with 999. We'll start with 999, but phase 2 of the deal looks better than phase 1, and then we could also add some improvements to that, of course. And that's just for these dumb motherfuckers, because, you know what I'm saying, if you're the only motherfucker here, my last resort is drop a rock on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Drop a rock on the planet. Do I have that immediate fucking ability? You think I'm gonna do that fucking immediately? You think I'm gonna do that if I'm here the fuck alone? You know what would be an ideal spot to drop though? Since you guys can't get off your fucking imagination, I would just love to drop a fucking rock from the moon right onto fucking Fort fucking Box. These thieving fucking motherfuckers, thieving from my fucking state, from my exact fucking location, Placerville, California. You know what I'm saying? Thieved. And the threat of not giving your gold was you will be forced into these Nazi cage locations if you do not send your gold to Fort fucking Knox. Well, what's the only legal currency, the only legal tender in the USA? Element A, U, and AG. $1 used to be $1. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what that means? $1 is $1. That's a fact of the matter at the moment. Yeah. And now to Greenland, to Canada. With all that being said, it's called the Euroofer reptilian. Go ahead and look it up for yourself. With all that being said, why do I need you to be a part of the USA? You know what I'm saying? You should have took that opportunity when it was offered to you. Now you get to go ahead and be fucking vacant motherfucker. Look how fucking vacant fucking Canada is. And look how fucking vacant fucking Greenland is. Greenland is the size of three Californias. My one city, which is considered a tiny city, my one city out in the Bay Area, Pittsburgh, California, has more people in it Then Greenland. Donald Trump does not even know about didn't know about my city. That's how fucking small it is yet. You got 3 Californias occupied with one of the smallest cities in California. Damn. You know what I'm saying? And then 30 million in Canada, and they have 4 submarines. It's almost the size of the entire USA. They got 4 submarines. So you guys think it's enough to have 2 submarines on one side of the continent and 2 submarines on the other side of the continent? Well, what about the whole northern part of the continent? How's that going to be protected? Especially when most of the motherfuckers are lined up right along the USA fucking border. How's that going to work? You know what I'm saying? You guys should have took that fucking opportunity when you had the fucking opportunity. There wouldn't have been no tariffs on you. It would have been a fucking, you know what I'm saying? A reunion. But now you get to enjoy your vacancy. Go enjoy your nice open land filled with pine trees and filled with oak trees and bears and homeless people that lost their wives. Go enjoy your land, you guys. Go keep trolling homeless. You got some OnlyFans out there. OnlyFanners. That's the difference between a leader and an employee. Is leaders know how to call the right shots when they need to be called, and an employee just kind of, you know what I'm saying? Really can't fucking figure it out. I believe that's who those locations occupied by. Some employees. Some OnlyFanners.
three is men's razors. Going into the store and seeing that you have to spend like $20 every time you want to get replacement heads, or if you need a new wand entirely to attach them to,
it's not about winning, it's about fun.
What's that?
Fun is, it's like, it's kind of, sort of like a, what is fun? Let me spell it for you. Friends who do stuff together, do it for you and me. And fun is anywhere and anytime at all.
It's completely idiotic.
So what's going on here? Hold on.
Hello everyone, it's Ryan. Welcome to this tour of the most exceptional yacht in the world.
Bitch ass up!
It's not about winning, it's about fun.
What's that?
Fun is when it's like, it's kind of, sort of like a, what is,
bombs.
Promise me you'll hold me for a lifetime, a lifetime, a lifetime. You're like 1,000 stars in the night sky, the night sky, the night sky. Promise me you'll hold me for a lifetime, a lifetime, a lifetime. You're like 1,000 stars in the night sky, the night sky, the night sky.
Fuck. God damn, isn't this election bullshit, dude? What the actual motherfucking fuck?
Promise me you'll love me for a lifetime, a lifetime, a lifetime. You're like 1,000 stars in the night sky,
Holy fuck!
night sky.
Alright, hold on. Oh my fucking god, dude. This is so fucking dumb. Fucking hate the fucking internet, dude. Fucking dumb motherfucking Elon Musk. Wow, the ping is so great out. The ping is just hitting out here in Ukraine, you guys. The ping is just wild, bro. Bro. The ping is wild. Fuck is going on, bro? ping is so wild. So the fucking internet is working. Why is Fortnite not fucking working? Oh my fucking god, bro. Look how long this takes. How many fucking minutes am I in? Minus the 15. Wow, 17 minutes just to reach one game on fucking Fortnite. Wow, what? Hey, why aren't people playing anymore? No one's playing Fortnite. Oh man. It's getting there. We're hardwired here. Hardwired. Not hard money, hardwired. Soft money. Hard money. Money.
Sky, promise me you'll love me for a lifetime. A lifetime. A lifetime. You're like 1,000 stars in the night sky. The night sky. The night sky.
Strain our legs out, guys. Stretch our legs, strain them out. Ow. Ooh.
So I finally got my claim for my car accident. I'm a little bummed.
Really?
They only offered me $5,000.
No, $5,000? I feel like that does not sound right because I had a car accident and I got offered $52,000.
What? I literally was injured. I had to go to the hospital, see specialists, doctors, constant treatment, following up, back and shoulder, and never able to see.
Did you use Case Connect's compensation calculator? Like they have an AI calculator and literally like it's gonna get you way more money.
I didn't do that. I went straight to the insurance company.
Yeah.
I just figured I'd cut out the middleman.
No, you literally like went to the middleman. If you go through Case Connect's AI and the way it works is they put you in like a database that has all kinds of accidents and cases that are very similar to yours. And so by comparing it to the other cases, they can tell you exactly how much money you're supposed to get right away.
But I already went through the insurance company. I haven't received any money. Am I too late?
No. So if you haven't received or taken any money from anyone, you're definitely not too late yet. And it's completely free. There's no middleman. You literally just go in, log on to their site. You could do it right now on your phone and you'll know exactly how much money you're gonna get.
I'm gonna do it right now. I'm checking it out. Oh my god.
Holy
This thing's
fuck!
I should be getting $47,000.
Yeah.
They only offered me $5,000.
Yeah, so think about how much money you would have lost if you didn't use this site. It's insane.
Unbelievable. We need to put this site up for everybody to know what it is so nobody else gets screwed.
Yeah, it's the best way to do it. There's no headaches, it's completely free, so easy to use, and it's pretty accurate.
Where do you find it?
I'm gonna put the link down below and then you can reference it and see how much money you can get. And for anybody else that's out there, you don't wanna lose money.
Nazi. Well, then why did you give him fucking 300 fucking billion fucking dollars? You gave someone $300 billion and you didn't fucking look into what their fucking history's about? We didn't know that they were a Nazi. How could you possibly not know if you're giving them $300 billion? sweet spot when I'm getting boost.
savings on select appliances at the Home Depot. Offer valid August 21st through September 10th. U.S. only. See store online for details.
Contracted descriptions at endurancewarranty.com. Do you own a 2005 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire or no warranty coverage at all? With the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering a low-cost vehicle coverage plan designed to save you thousands off costly vehicle repairs. Get your vehicle protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage are included. Visit endurancewarranty.com. Endurancewarranty.com.
fucking ass up, you know what I'm saying? I'm not without pass. Fuck you, fucking supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Second, motherfucker.
you know it actually works. With a 4.9 rating from 1.7 million client reviews, you're in good hands with BetterHelp, where you can talk with real licensed therapists, not AI. One less shit people overload, and therapists can help figure out what's best for you. And yeah, it might involve a screen detox. Visit betterhelp.com/pressplay for 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/pressplay.
Prepare your home for back to school and back to work with fall deals at the Living Spaces Labor Day event. Cozy up with sofas starting at $295. On down with queen beds starting at $150. And impress with dining sets starting at $295. We even offered smiling home office sets for less. Plus, get no interest for 24 months on select purchases with your credit and enjoy free shipping as soon as next day. Discover new styles for the season and shop the Labor Day event only at Living Spaces. Living Spaces.
cop that takes that many bullets. Just one. Show me one motherfucking cop that takes that many fucking bullets. I gotta clean my controller soon. Fucking power button. says, hold on. Oh, nope. Doesn't say nothing. It says my phone is warm. About that queen from the 1500s that stuck that wooden post up all of her male citizens' asshole and through their mouth. That way, so when the enemy arrived, they would just turn around, which is what they did. It's like let's just stick wooden poles through male assholes. What you guys want to hear about? Let's hear about her story. Fucking dumb fucking nigger. Let's hear about her story. hell, dude, because everybody's already all prepared. Now that I let everybody get all their stuff, oh my god. What are we gonna do? Let's just heal up. Let's just heal up, you guys. If we get more hospitals, get more nurses, get more doctors. Get more nurses, get more doctors. Nurses and doctors. Nurses and doctors.
say Geico's emergency roadside service really is 24/7?
It's available on the phone or app. It's all part of getting more with Geico. I don't mean to be rude, but I've got a scooch past you. You're standing in the way of my yoga class.
One more, Mr. Gecko, good fans. Must know. Try yoga.
They've got small posture, small back. It ain't what it used to be.
Get more than just savings, get more with Geico.
Motherfucker!
Big game today and no way to watch it? Sling lets you do that with their pass. Get instant access to live college football starting at just $4.99. One day pass gives you 24 hours of non-stop action on ESPN and ESPN2. Want SEC or ACC Network 2? Just add Sports Extra for $1. No contrast, no hassle, just pure unfiltered game day. Sling lets you do that. Visit sling.com to learn more.
Cold plunges, strategy journals, straight detoxes. How do you know it actually works? With a 4.9 rating from 1.7 million client reviews, you're in good hands with BetterHelp, where you can talk with real licensed therapists, not AI. Wellness shouldn't be the therapist can help figure out what's best for you. And yeah,
Figure out on your fucking own, dumb motherfucker.
BetterHelp.com/pressplay.
Pay me some motherfucking shit, and maybe I'll take a fucking test, faggot.
.com/pressplay.
Motherfucker. Well, tell me how to improve my game. For what? Give me some motherfucking shit, bitch. Oh, bitch. Welcome back to fucking reality, you little dumb motherfucker. Look at all the shit that cost me motherfucking shit. You're talking about you want my motherfucking feedback. Fuck you, faggot. Go play guessing game, faggot. Nerd motherfucker. Go be guessing game, fucking nerd motherfucker. Yeah, that was me being nice before. Does it sound like we got no commercials? Does it sound like you guys? Jimmy! Hey, Jimmy! Jimmy! Get out this motherfucker. You guys see that? You guys see how fucking bullshit computers are? Okay, when I press jump, what do you guys all expect it to do? You expect it to fucking stay in the thing? You guys expect it to stay in the trailer? Is that what you expect it to do? You know what I'm saying? I just suck this fucking player, but I'm not using that as an excuse for my lack of gameplay because I can actually see which is quite fucking wait till this fucking player's gone. Fuck! I'll be back at, I don't know when. They will be back. I'm gonna show you. But I got some sleeping I gotta do. Anyways. Fuck about this shit, dude. Alright. I will see you guys around probably 12.